You know, in the world of fast food, you've got your absolute giants, and then you have the challengers, the ones who dare to take them on. Today, we're going to explore the story of a brand that built an entire global kingdom on two really simple things: a paper crown and a flame-grilled burger. Yep, this is the story of Burger King. But first, let me ask you a question, and I mean really think about it. What is it that elevates a simple combo of bread, meat, and toppings into something truly iconic? What makes a sandwich a legend, something you could recognize anywhere on the planet? Well, for Burger King, that answer came just a few years after they first opened their doors. See, back in 1957, they created a sandwich so important, so significant, that it would become the absolute cornerstone of their entire empire. And that creation was, of course, their crown jewel, the Whopper. I mean, just think about the sheer staying power of the Whopper. It wasn't just another popular item on the menu. It pretty much became the definition of the brand itself. For decades, it's been their flagship, their standard bearer, and let's be real, the main reason a lot of people walk through their doors. So how did this whole kingdom even begin? Let's roll it back to the very start. Time for Section 2, Forged in Flame, the kingdom's founding. Okay, so it all kicks off in 1954, down in Miami, Florida. And fun fact, the original name was actually Insta-Burger King. Then, just 3 years later, bam, 1957, they unleash the Whopper, and the brand's destiny is sealed forever. That's an incredibly fast jump from a single restaurant to creating a world-famous product. So what was their secret sauce, right from the get-go? What made them different? Well, it was one simple but really powerful idea: flame grilling. While all their competitors were frying burgers on these flat-top griddles, Burger King made fire its signature. That one-of-a-kind flavor immediately set them apart in what was already a pretty crowded market. But a cool cooking method wasn't going to be enough. They needed a philosophy, right? A promise to their customers. And that brings us to our third section, the royal decree, the have it your way philosophy. This slogan is just pure genius. Have it your way. Think about it. Long before customization was a buzzword you heard everywhere, Burger King was empowering the customer. You don't want pickles? No problem. You want extra onions? You got it. It was such a simple promise, but it basically treated every single customer like royalty. And right here, you can really see the three pillars that built their entire identity. First, you have that promise of customization. Have it your way. Then, the unique taste from the flame grill. And finally, that iconic crown that just ties the whole thing together. These pieces combine to build a seriously powerful and memorable brand. Okay, so having a strong identity is one thing, but you've got to get the word out. And Burger King's approach to that was, well, a little different. Let's get into Section 4, Jousting with Rivals, a challenger's wit. While most of the industry was focused on this very earnest, family-friendly kind of messaging, Burger King carved out a space for itself as the witty, bold challenger. They became famous for these audacious marketing campaigns that took direct, playful jabs at their competitors. It's what created the whole phenomenon we now call the Burger Wars. Honestly, it was a risky strategy, but it gave them a distinct personality you just couldn't forget. But hey, a brand can't survive on its history alone, right? It has to adapt. And that brings us to our final section, evolving the reign, the modern kingdom. And what a kingdom it has become. Today, Burger King isn't just a challenger in the US market, it's a global powerhouse. We're talking operating in over 100 countries. That means navigating countless different cultures and tastes, all while trying to keep that core identity intact. That kind of massive expansion demands constant evolution. So how have they managed to stay so relevant? Well, by continuing to lead the charge. They were one of the very first major chains to go all in on a nationwide breakfast menu. They took a huge leap of faith by introducing the plant-based Impossible Whopper, embracing a massive shift in how people eat while others were still hesitating. And they keep things fresh by constantly testing new, sometimes kind of wild, limited-time items just to see what sticks. And all of this brings us to a final thought. From its founding promise of customization to all of its modern menu innovations, the story of Burger King has always been about one thing: choice. And that leaves us with a really fascinating question to ponder. For a brand that was literally built on choice, what is the next have it your way?